CureFest Australia, modelled on the US experience in Washington DC, is a one-day event to educate and inspire the community to act on the issues of childhood cancer and raise awareness. Bringing children, families, charities, researchers and health professionals together in a unified voice. Statistically, more Australian children die of cancer than any other disease. CureFest Australia's inspiration was Erin Griffin, who sadly lost her battle to an incurable childhood brain cancer in September 2014. She was only 14 years old. Erin spoke at the USA CureFest in 2013, advocating that more needed to be done to help children with cancer. Amanda Griffin, Erin's mother, promised her daughter that she would continue her mission and has dedicated her life to improving the outcomes for children with cancer.
One of Erin's last wishes was to have International Childhood Cancer Awareness, which is why this is here today, and it's the very first Australian CureFest, so yeah, it's been a really good day.
Could you tell us about the importance of having an event like CureFest Australia here now?
Well, I think CureFest Australia brings the opportunity to galvanise community members. Children with cancer is something that touches us all.
I think it's a fantastic opportunity to let the community know about childhood cancer, particularly through the work of the Kids Cancer Project and others, to getting this into the limelight, speaking to the minister, getting it on the calendar. And I'm sure that this is just going to go from strength to strength, and the first one is probably always the hardest, but I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic event going forward.
Well, awareness, particularly for the cause that we're working with, brain cancer, is particularly important. I think there's not enough awareness out there in the community, and it's festivals like this which sort of helps to create that awareness.
I think CureFest Australia is so important because it brings attention to the issues and problems that children have got, opens up a doorway so people can really get an understanding of it. It's a very confronting illness and it causes so much stress, so much pain for families.
It's fantastic that the Kids Cancer Project could help put CureFest together, celebrate all the people that are going through cancer, the survivors and those that sort of weren't lucky enough and have passed away. So to be able to recognise all those people, to walk in remembrance of them and have over 22 charities come together in a united voice for childhood cancer is fantastic.
So my role within Cure Brain Cancer Foundation is really to get out into communities, to meet people, including government, and press the case that brain cancer needs to be tackled quickly, urgently. Kids need to be able to survive this awful disease, and without that we're not going to have a major impact on childhood cancer from where we are now to where we need to be in the future.
For Camp Quality, it's definitely a day where we can come and collaborate with other charities that are also in the space of supporting children with cancer. So for us it was just a day that we could come down, really share the message about Camp Quality to families coming through here and collaborating with other charities who are also in that space.
I think it's a really exciting thing, CureFest, to have all these charities here together, all these support groups, research organisations, a chance to meet each other, look at what they could all do better if they all combined forces, and in particular I think an opportunity to put their voices together for one unified voice in approaches to government to get support. To see families who sadly have lost their children to these terrible diseases, but to see them able to sort of scrape themselves up and get along to an event like this to try to advance the cause. I think it's really inspiring.
This is going to allow people to find a way of supporting through CureFest the various charities that really want to make a difference. I think it's beautiful and I'm very pleased and happy. This is the start of it, but next year it'll be twice as big. The year after it's going to be humongous. We are going to make a difference and I just think that's great. We're raising childhood cancer awareness where it really needs to be raised. Let's do something about children because honestly they're worth fighting for.
With thanks to the Australian Government, CureFest Australia 2015 became a reality, and on the 27th of September we were able to show each other and the larger community that there is hope and together we can beat childhood cancer.